p.m., 35th District Police responded to numerous 911 calls. A report of a hospital case, person laying on the highway in the 5600 block of North Masher Street, bleeding heavily from the abdomen. When police arrived on location, they found a 35-year-old female laying on the highway. She was stabbed multiple times in her abdomen. There was a 33-year-old male standing over her. Police picked up the female, rushed her to Einstein Hospital. She was pronounced dead at 3:36 a.m. Other officers immediately took the male that was standing over her into custody. He had cuts on his hand. That male was 33 years old. He was positively identified by numerous juveniles that were inside the property that said that that 33-year-old male stabbed the 35-year-old female inside of the property, chased her outside, and continued to stab her once she was outside. So that male has been taken into custody. He is transported to homicide, where he will be questioned by homicide detectives. We found a 14-year-old male also inside the property with multiple stab wounds to his thigh. He was bleeding heavily. Police rushed that 14-year-old to Einstein Hospital. Before taking him to the hospital, they put a tourniquet on his thigh because he was bleeding so heavily. Right now, that 14-year-old is in stable condition, and surgeons at the hospital are working on his upper thigh where he was stabbed multiple times, and he did lose a lot of blood. At the time of this incident, there were about 6 juveniles inside the property, males and females, between the ages of 8 and 16, who all witnessed this 33-year-old male stab the 35-year-old female. At this time, we believe they're all related in some way. We did find the knife in a second-floor bedroom where one of the juveniles took the knife and hid it, tried to hide it from the perpetrator so there would be no further stabbing or no further incidents. It's pretty clear from the crime scene inside. Everything happened initially inside. We found the crime scene on the second floor as well as the first floor, which consisted of a large amount of blood. There's also broken glass. There's also overturned and broken furniture. So there was clearly a violent struggle inside. We believe that this 33-year-old cut his own hand while stabbing both the 35-year-old female who died and also stabbing the 14-year-old boy who was in stable condition at Einstein Hospital. The knife is described as a butcher knife with a 10-inch blade, and it is covered with blood. So the juveniles that were inside the property, we believe all of them witnessed the incident, or at least part of the incident. They are all going to be transported to homicide to be interviewed by homicide detectives. The individual we have in custody, we believe is the perpetrator, the 33-year-old male. He will be treated at the hospital for injuries to his hands and then will be transported to homicide to be interviewed by homicide detectives. So the scene itself is going to be processed. The scene will be processed by our crime scene unit. It's a large amount of blood inside of the property where we believe everyone lives. The 2 stabbing victims, the perpetrator, and the other children. We believe they all live at this location. There's a large amount of blood inside, a sign of a struggle. There's also a large amount of blood outside where we found the female victim who later died. So the crime scene unit will process both of these scenes along with homicide. We're also looking for any exterior cameras that may have captured the aftermath when the incident transpired outside.
Any idea on the relation of these males and the female?
We believe that the 35-year-old female that died and the 33-year-old male perpetrator, we believe they are husband and wife, or at least at one time were husband and wife. That's the preliminary information we're getting. We believe that the 14-year-old who was stabbed in the thigh is is the son of the 35-year-old female that was stabbed and killed. But that is preliminary information at this time. But our initial information, preliminary information, is that everyone, they're related in some way, they're all family, and they all lived at the location where the incident took place.